What happens if Bob goes over there?
Yeah, this is one hell of a job site. Look at this. Wow, gotta watch where I'm stepping here, because if not, I could trip, fall, and break a rib, and I can't sue anybody. It was my own insurance that covered this. Look at this project. Nice big old project he's got going on. Is aqui resurfacing or is aqui a brand new pool?
Não, isso aqui é brand new.
Brand new pool. My guy. See, it's brand new pool. It looks brand new. It don't look like you resurfaced anything. Wow, look at that. You mind me asking more or less how much a project like this goes for range?
Close to 7 digits.
Close to 7 digits. How about that? Close to 7 digits. So we're almost at a meaning $1 million easy.
Yeah.
7 digits is like 10, 11, yeah, close to 7 digits. So there you go. 5, 6, 7, 8 million. Piece of cake for this guy. Piece of cake for this guy all day.
And very peaceful.
Of course. What's the problem there? I feel more safer there than in my apartment in Panama.
Really?
Of course, because when I would call Uber, I would wait inside the lobby. Sometimes I wait outside, and I can wait outside. Nothing's gonna happen. But I felt more safer there.
Were you wearing your jewelry there?
No.
No?
I took everything. The only thing I wore was my wedding ring.
That's
my
it.
wife's like, "Oh, they're gonna rip your finger off." I'm like, what? I gotta wear something.
Yeah.
But no, next time I go, and if I go by myself, I'm gonna stay in Vidigal. I'm gonna stay in the hood. I'm gonna stay in the favela. I am, because it's cheaper, and I'm gonna wear all my motherfucking jewelry, and I don't think I'm gonna get robbed. And then when I go out to regular Rio de Janeiro, I'm gonna have my security with. Security's cheap.
You took security
Of
over?
course, man. I filmed that lot. I got to Rio with the spreadsheet. For the first 2 weeks, I got to Rio with a spreadsheet. I'm gonna show you. You're gonna be like, no way. I got to Rio with a spreadsheet, nigga. We're not playing games. No, I spent $30,000 on this vacation I went with a spreadsheet.
You spent 30 grand on the vacation?
Well, no, a little bit less. I spent probably like 22.
29 and a half.
Well, just the apartment for 21 days in Ipanema was $14K USD.
Damn.
I went during Carnival. And then when I got not upset, of course you fui no Sapucaí. Look, my friend, this is how you travel. Spreadsheet, what are you gonna do every day, what time? So when people ask me, what are you doing? I took 2 fucking hours to do this spreadsheet. Don't ever ask me again, what are we doing? Go to the spreadsheet. Go to the planner. Go. I spent 2 hours on this, planning it out. What are we gonna do? What time we're gonna meet? Everything.
Bro, he has GPS coordinates.
Right? Who are you gonna vacation with next? Who's your next vacation buddy?
Where are we going?
Who's your next vacation buddy? GPS coordinates. Top
Yo,
of that.
this is not even funny. Come film this. Look at this. He got GPS coordinates.
In case
not
you want
address, coordinates.
In case you want to know, there you go. In case you want to know where it's at.
Not even the U.S. Army does this.
So I'm not too much of a robot. So the first 10 days we did the spreadsheet. And then the next 10 days we just went on the, how we say it in Portuguese, on the foda-se, on the fuck it, just go on the wind. And that's it. So that's how you go and optimize your vacation.
I like that you even put in a museum over here.
Yeah, of course.
Imagine this in a museum.
I'm gonna have to be silent and quiet the whole time. It's gonna be difficult.
Guys, don't judge a book by its cover.
Don't.
Bro,
Você foi no museu?
Foi, pô.
Museu da Manhã.
Museu Chácara do Céu.
Não, Chácara do Céu, não, estava fechado, a gente não entrou. Mas a gente foi pra uma galeria de artes lá em Santa Teresa que tive que ficar calado e não podia entrar com a câmera. Foda. I don't like this not going inside with my camera.
How did they make you be quiet?
My wife.
Oh, she
My
did?
wife has an effect. My wife was a teacher for 8 years. God prepared her to deal with elementary and preschool kids before she got to me. I'm not saying I'm a child. I'm saying that I grew up in a house. Don't do this and don't do that. So I question authority. Why? Why can't I do it? And my wife, when she says not to do it, she doesn't say, she follows up with an explanation. And it makes sense. I'm like, baby, thank you so much. So, love you, Jessica. That's it. She just explains things. It makes you're not going to have, if it makes sense, why I'm going to argue? Why? Even if it didn't make sense, I'm not going to argue, but it makes sense, I'm going to argue. That's my drone shot. The same drone that's downstairs, we're going to go shoot at your job site.
Shot?
That's my drone shot. I only was allowed to go up in the air 3 times for 10 minutes each time.
Oh, wow.
My guy my camera guy, that's his lodging that's on Airbnb. Shout out to Hari, love you, bro. Eric, cria do Vidigal, that's my nigga. He was my camera guy. Because my camera guy got sick and just tapped out. It's like, I can't deal with you.
No wonder why.
First day, motherfucker.
Hey, Lucas, how many days have you been here?
Look at that, bro. Look. Você nunca foi pro Vidiga? Never went upside to Vidigal?
I've never been to Rio.
I'm gonna take you, because of course, and by the 10th we're supposed to launch RioXP.com. I'm gonna sell 3 packages and 3 tours to Rio de Janeiro. Okay. I'm gonna do that same spreadsheet that I got. I'm gonna give it to you. Why?
With coordinates?
With GPS coordinates, of course. And all of the people, all of the vendors, all of the boat guide that I used, the security guard that I used, everyone that I'm gonna go and supply you with, I've used them. And I'm gonna go and give you three types of trips. One is called Cria. You're gonna stay in a favela, you're gonna get your hair painted, dyed in a rooftop. You're gonna go visit Rocinha. You're gonna have the Cria experience. At the end, you're gonna get a Cria card.
What happens if Bop goes over there? Just curious.
I don't think they will, because you know why? Because Vidigal and Rocinha, they are big with slum tourism.
Okay.
So there's a lot of gringos. So you gotta understand, would you really think the state's gonna go and invade? Has to be a real serious problem. They're gonna go invade and they're gonna go kill a tourist. That's big. That's a big deal. So I don't think it's gonna happen due to the fact that it's overpopulated with tourism. The places where they invade and do the faxina is in Zona Norte, Complexo do Alemão, Maré, the places where tourism is not there.
Oh.
So there's too much tourist in Rocinha, too much tourism in Vidigal.
Vidigal go at 4 a.m, so there's no civilians.
Bro, and you took jet ski everywhere you went?
Huh?
And you took your wife?
Of course, I took my daughters to Vidigal. Look at this, bro. We don't fuck around over here. I took my daughters to the favela. Of course, of course I did. Why wouldn't I take my daughters to the favela? You know what I mean? I'm favelado. They're gonna go there too.
You're not favelado. You're gringo. Let's get this straight.
Look at that. My daughters, my wife. My wife is from Petrópolis. Ela é meio chique, sophisticated. Look at the view. Favela. This rooftop that we were at, look at this.
Yeah, bro.
So the friends, what they do is they are no longer, they're using their money and putting it into clean enterprises. So the bar and the place where we consume, they said the owner of Vidigal owns it. Shout out to him that he's putting his money into legal stuff. You know what I mean? So it's a business and they don't, do you really think he wants tourists to get shot? Do you really think he wants tourists to get robbed? No, because they're going and spending money at his bar, at his rooftop, and buying beer. And that drone shot that I did, that's a guy who's on his rooftop that he makes something and he got to give him something. It's a big economy, man.
The drone shot, go on YouTube and see how much they make a day.
About 100,000 reais in Rocinha. Rocinha, there's a line. I did that one here. You're gonna smash. You're gonna like this one too. I did the one that's the Rocinha drone shot that's viral.
How long was the wait?
The thing is, I'm Cria.
No, but you went.
You're clear?
What?
So you're cutting the lines?
Of course.
No problem?
You went 2 weeks before Carnaval.
Oh, bro, this is famous. Everybody's doing video in this
I
place.
did that. That's the place. So we didn't wait too much. We waited about 40, 50 minutes. But there's another lodging right across that we were drinking, that we were consuming. You know what I mean? So we did that. 120 reais a head.
Oh, wow.
A head.
120 reais?
Per head, not per couple. Even though we came on the same shoot, it's per head. So they do about 100 to 300 people. They do 30 to 50, 60,000 a day. A day. All the money goes to the friends.
Oh, wow.
80%, 20% goes to Associação de Moradores, from what they tell me.
For the HOA?
Yeah, for the HOA. Yeah, see, he's got an HOA because they resolve all the stuff. They resolve the problem. You're not going to go straight to a friend. You're going to go to them, which they're organized, and then they have their handlers that go and resolve stuff. I heard things work over there, man. There was one guy in Vidigal, he left his car keys inside the car, and some idiot decided to grab his car and go joyride. He took the car to Rocinha and just left it, joyride. So they got him, they took him back to Vidigal, because Vidigal connects to Rocinha through the Trilha dos Dois Irmãos, but only the friends can go through that route.
Got it.
Only the friends.
This is the jungle.
Yeah, it's a jungle. E aí, cara, they found him, they brought him back to Vidigal, and they had the Tribunal do Crime. You know, you have your day in court. But over there, you have your day in court where the boss is the judge, and I think the jurors are his workers, are his employees. It's a criminal court commanded by the drug traffickers, and they sentenced him, they found him guilty, and they broke both of his arms. Great. He will never steal anyone's car again. Or joyride in the favela. You see, it works. It works, my friend. It works. You pay all this money, you pay all these taxes, and you stay in 11 million reais apartment like me. I stayed, triplex in Ipanema with a pool on top, and you don't feel safe. But over there, I can stay with a whole bunch of favelados, and I feel safer, and I can wear my jewelry, bling bling.